On his emerald green bulletproof train loaded with supplies from the capital, Pyongyang, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is portrayed as a hero on state TV, traveling to areas devastated by flooding. Record rains left entire towns and villages underwater, just miles from the Chinese border in the northwest of the country. State media reports thousands of evacuations, but no deaths, a claim impossible to verify with no foreign aid organizations allowed in. Kim delivering a defiant speech from the rail car carrying his armored limousine, declaring with confidence North Korea is fully self-reliant, rejecting all offers of international aid, even from allies China and Russia, at least for now. Kim blasted South Korean media for speculating about massive flooding casualties, calling it a smear campaign from a dirty rubbish country. North Korea even tried sending another round of trash balloons, following South Korea's offer of humanitarian aid. South Korean media reports shifting winds blew all but 10 of them back. South Korea's unification ministry accuses Kim of trying to shift focus away from the devastating flood damage, visible even in these carefully edited state TV images. This is what North Korea wants the world to see. Kim visiting flood survivors living in tents under the sweltering summer heat, as many wonder what state media is not showing, how many people may be suffering for the sake of self-reliance. Will Ripley, CNN.
Former President Donald Trump and Tesla CEO Elon Musk held a friendly and public conversation for more than 2 hours on Monday. They spoke live on Musk's social media platform X. They covered a broad range of topics, including energy policy, climate change, and immigration, with Trump promising the largest deportation in the history of the country. The event started more than 40 minutes late due to technical problems. Musk said they were caused by an online attack that overwhelmed the company's servers. Trump also lashed out at Vice President Kamala Harris, calling her names and slamming Harris's stance on the economy and immigration.
They're doing it right now while this third-rate, phony candidate. Don't forget, I beat Biden. He failed in the debate miserably. We cannot have a Democrat. We cannot have her. She's incompetent. She's as bad as Biden. No tax on tips. And all of a sudden she's making a speech and there will be no tax on tips. I said that months ago. Kamala wouldn't have this conversation. She can't because she's not smart. She's not a smart person, by the way.
Trump and his team have been struggling to cope with the soaring momentum of Vice President Kamala Harris in recent polls showing the Democratic presidential nominee is leading by 4 points in 3 key states, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin.
Well, there are growing indications within both the U.S. and Israeli governments that an Iranian attack on Israel could come within a matter of days. The exact timing and, most importantly, the scope and scale of such an attack are still unclear. But there's no question that there is real concern in this region at the moment about the possibility of further escalation that could potentially spiral this region further into conflict. The Israeli military says that it is now at, quote, peak readiness, making preparations for both offensive as well as defensive scenarios here, increasing flights over Lebanon, where the key Iranian proxy of Hezbollah is based. But even as these preparations are being made, there are still intensive diplomatic efforts being directed at Iran to try and get it to change its calculus. Both the British Prime Minister as well as the German Chancellor speaking with the Iranian president, trying to urge restraint, trying to urge de-escalation. Jeremy Diamond, CNN, Haifa, Israel.